Hello, this is Brock Beard, founder and editor-in-chief of LASTCar.info, and welcome to the only Patreon specifically geared to covering NASCAR's last place finishers, the LASTREON, at patreon.com/LASTCAROnBrock. In this Patreon, for as little as $1, you will have the chance to support some of the most unique motorsports coverage around, a site that has been credentialed on both coasts and in 2 countries. You will also support the preservation of NASCAR history, both through my videos on YouTube and my new book series, which began with JD, The Life and Death of a Forgotten NASCAR Legend. This isn't a living expenses Patreon. I have a job for that. This is to make sure I can afford to travel to the few NASCAR races I cover. The fact is, the only thing more expensive than living in California is flying out of California. That's why I try to get the most out of each trip I take, whether it's an hour away in Sonoma or flying east to Mosport or Darlington. Every time I'm covering a race, I'm also doing research for my next book. So by joining this Patreon, you're actually helping me do both. Want me to cover Eldora, Martinsville, the Daytona 500? The bigger this Patreon gets, the more NASCAR races I can do, and you can have a say in where I go next. Think of me as Boris said without the hair: sell more cases, run more races. The cases I'm selling are tiers for every budget, and some cool benefits to go with them. For just $1, you get access to all the posts in my Patreon, including advance access to any new videos I narrate for NASCAR Man, advance access to any new videos I make for my own channel, your name at the end of my videos, and your name on a magnet on the side of my car for selected trips to the races, and your name entered in a drawing to win it. Want some LASTCAR swag? Check out these other levels. For just $5, you also get yourself one 3-inch by 10-inch LASTCAR.info bumper sticker, one of 4 different designs. For $10, you get one hand-picked loose 1/64th scale diecast from my collection. I'll also throw in a card with a last place statistic relating to that car, whether it be the driver, car number, or manufacturer. Can't decide between the sticker or the diecast? Why not both? That's a $20 level. See that Morgan Shepherd car in the picture? The first person who joins this level gets it. On top of this, patrons at this level get to make minor changes to any of my 4 available bumper sticker designs. Want it to show Kyle Busch pull behind the wall? I could do that. There's even a $100 level with just 4 spots open, one for each planned race this season. Join this and I'll not only embroider your name, Twitter handle, or website onto a new LASTCAR.info hat, but I'll wear it at the track and mail it to you after I get back. The $100 mark is also our first of 2 stretch goals. At that point, I will do a starting grid video for any one Cup, Xfinity, or Truck Series race in 2020. Which race? That will be up to you Patreon members. Anyone who is active at any level when we reach that mark will be able to vote, and the race with the most votes will be the one I do. We reached this goal last year, and the votes went to the Sonoma race. The other goal I've set at the $250 mark has to do with our ARCA correspondent, William Saki. William offered his services a couple years ago to gain experience, and so I've had him on as a guest contributor to follow the ARCA Menard series and cover the action at his home track at Road America. With his permission, I have decided that if we reach this goal, I will promote him from guest contributor to staff writer, with all the benefits that entails. Of course, you can change your subscription level or cancel at any time, and if you don't want to commit to the Patreon, you can always leave us a tip at the tip jar at paypal.me/BrockBeard. I am extremely excited for the future of LASTCAR.info, and you should be too. In 10 years, it's gone from a fun hobby to an altogether new way of covering NASCAR's underdog teams and drivers. I would love to do this full-time someday, but like many of the teams and drivers I follow, I have to be realistic. As long as LASTCAR continues to maintain its presence in the media center, I'll be happy with that. Thank you for your time, everyone, and I hope you check out my LASTREON at patreon.com/LASTCAROnBrock.